Hey, hello. Welcome to Rick's Tech Pub on a Wednesday, February 4th. Wow, almost forgot it. So, hoping everybody's having a good day. I, of course, didn't write anything down today, but I do have one small thing I want to talk about. Well, he's still knocking at her door. Uh, checked up the chat. Hello, Ski Man, Darren, William, Jeff. And the only thing that I've heard that kind of sounded interesting for me is from Brightech. Or at least I think it was from Brightech. Windows or Microsoft. I guess Satya Nadella made up his mind that AI did not prove its self-worth. And they say AI is going out of Windows. They're not going to use it. I'll believe that when I see it. And if they do get rid of it, it'll be a year from now. They're going to drag it out as long as they can. But they say it is going to eventually, someday, at some point, go away. Uh-huh. No, I don't know. I'll see it when I believe it. But that's all I know. That's all I didn't catch up on anything today. I've been too damn busy. The hell? Alrighty. Hello, Ken. I'll have to catch your live stream from the beginning because I was out running around. It's in the 20s here today, so we are slowly warming up. It is cloudy, actually overcast. It's not a bad day out here. At least it's warming up. That's a good thing. Seeing if Long Dog was gonna stop in here. I wonder if he got around his issue he had the other day. Yeah. Well, I don't have to worry about recall. It's never gonna bother me. So I don't have anything to worry about. I don't think a lot of people have anything to worry about unless you went out and bought a brand new today's laptop or today's pre-built computer. Yeah, it's gonna have recall in it. But I don't have to worry about that. At least not yet. Hello, John. John, hang on. Hang on, John. Don't go anywhere. Stay seated. If I can find it. Found them. Now all I need is somebody to give me your address. The whole enchilada, you know, just... And I will find some way of mailing this to you. I might just take it out of this plastic. And I might just send the I'll get rid of the plastic. I don't know, I might not. Maybe I can fold it so it's smaller. Because if I just put the NVMe in an envelope, it ain't gonna get to your place in one piece. It will be snapped, broken, and whatever by the time it gets to your place. So I gotta go to some place that'll put some kind of padding around this, like bubble wrap or something. And they're gonna get pissy at me because they're saying, "This is all you're mailing? You want to use bubble wrap for this?" Yeah, so it don't get broke. Oh, it won't get broke. I don't listen to them. They don't care about packages around here. They'll say, oh, it'll work just fine. No, it won't. It'll be snapped in half by the time it gets to you. But I do have one, and I will send it to you. Once somebody privately gives me your address, zip code, then I gotta find some kind of envelope or something to mail it. But I do have one, and hopefully Friday, Saturday, I can get it sent out. Depends on how fast somebody ships me your address. I don't want it here on YouTube. So many people are going to get a hold of it, so I think maybe tonight on Zoom you can shoot me a private message in chat, and or I don't know if you're gonna no you won't be on Zoom tonight. I don't know, I'll get it from Ken or somebody. Somebody has your address, but I will get it and then I'll drop it in the mail. Oh, hello everyone, eating Blue Bell chocolate ice cream. Blue Bell chocolate. Damn you, Tim. Now I've got to go to the store and get my expensive ice cream. Yeah. Just had to mention ice cream, didn't you? Now I've got to go find some. Oh, that sounds good. Ice cream. I've been kind of avoiding it for the last 3 or 4 weeks because it's been so damn cold. I figured, you know, if it's 15 below, the last thing I need to be eating is ice cream. So it's starting to warm up a little bit, so... And I see we're going to be kind of flirting with maybe the 30s later on, and then the temperature just falls right back to single digits. So we have a little bit of a warm up for a while, and then it's just going to disappear again. Oh, finally dug to the bottom of that drawer last night, and that's when I found... I knew they were either in that drawer or they were up here. They were in one of the two places. I tore up here last night apart. I took everything out of there. It's like, no NVMEs up there. There's no NVs there. None over there, none over there, none there. So the only place they could be is in that drawer, which I have since cleaned out. And it was kind of... They were buried at the bottom of it, and a lot of big, huge, thick pile of stuff I had to go through. One by one, and eventually... I saw something plastic, and I saw something that said TE. I think, what the hell is TE? Well, I grabbed a hold and I yanked it out. I was like, oh, that's where they are. I didn't think they were in there. I thought they were up there. But they weren't. They fooled me. They moved. Alrighty. I'll get it, I don't know, it'll probably be this weekend. No, they can't be this weekend. They're closed on the weekends. It'll have to be Friday. I'll have to find some kind of envelope or something. I'll probably have to have the post office help me. Because I'm not good at mailing stuff. Not that I won't, but I don't know how. I don't know what kind of thing you should put this in to get it to you safely. They will. They don't like answering my questions. He always kind of snarls at me. He's like, James, you're mailing another thing and you don't know how to say, just shut up and give me an envelope and an address and we'll call it good. He rolls his eyes at me. He's like, all right. He goes into the back room, puts in an envelope, said that should work. I'll have to give him your address and they'll have to write it. My handwriting is so bad. I don't think anything else will matter if you can't read it. I'll try to get your name to be readable. address will kind of somewhat be readable, but not really. It's the zip code that'll get it there. Because I'll just point an arrow, said pay attention to the zip code. The zip code will get it there. Even if they can't read your address or your name, the zip code will get it there. That I will make sure I have righted pretty doggone clear. And just follow the zip code. The zip code will get it to your place. Or at least to your city. I don't know how I'll get it to your house, because I don't think they'll be able to read the address. I'll have to find someone to write the address. Post office won't do it. I've asked her, can you write this address? No. I have to come back here and beg somebody to please write an address to me for me so it's legible. Because if I write it, it won't leave the post office. It'll get returned to me as ineligible or unreadable address, or as they say, non-existent. But I'll get it to you. I'll get it there. It will get to you one way or the other. I just don't know how yet. How's it going with you buying a new router or modem? I don't need a modem, Tim. I just need a router. And I'm not going to worry about it because everybody's telling me I don't need anything besides Wi-Fi 4 or Wi-Fi 5. I don't need 6 and 7 and whatever. I need Wi-Fi 4 or 5 or even lower than that. And then drop me down to the router will be A, B, or C. I think they'll drop me down to a B. So I get 8 or 9 megabytes per second. So I think that's what they're gonna get me as a or B router. As they say, you don't need the speed. There's nothing you do up here that you need excessive speed. So they're gonna give me a or B router. I don't need the speed. Everybody keeps telling me, it's like, well, I do video editing once in a while. It's like, no, you don't. Not enough to have the high speed. If you only do it once or twice a year, you don't need it. So they're going to drop me down to A or B, which is only going to be 18, 19. Well, it'll be lower than that. It'll be like 5 or 6 megabytes, the top. And the upload will be, I don't know, that's what I gotta convince them to keep it so I can do uploads so I can get things up onto YouTube, but I don't know. I will send you John's address food. You, oh, never the fear. If you have your super chats on tonight, John, or Ken, I don't know, I'll give you something. So at least the weather is warm enough now so I don't have to sit here and freeze to death. We can sit here comfortably and not sit here and shiver. Because right there's the air conditioner. Actually, right there's the air conditioner, and against the big, huge open window, and it's very, these windows don't seal very well anymore. Air gets in around and through it, so you can put your hand there, you can feel the wind hitting your hand. It's just these windows don't seal anymore. None of them do. I asked Harry about his, and he said that's why I don't sit in front of my window anymore. The cold air is hitting his neck. So yeah, none of these windows seal anymore like they're supposed to. Oh my God, Kim. Especially if she's a blonde. Oh, where's Mr. Baldy at? I suppose he's out running around town. I haven't seen him lately. Except for that one time he was in chat. The other day. Oh, Jeff Ryman, Ski Man. Hi, I suppose you're still feeling about the same, John, Ski Man. No better, no worse. Why, William, you sure are, you sure like to brag, William, that Ken's #1. Better than everybody else, and I don't quite know why you're doing that. Kind of makes me feel like I'm at the bottom of the dumpster. But maybe you're intending it that way. Maybe Ken is #1 to you and nobody else is, but I wouldn't be saying that. But I'm not you. One penny at Ken. Yeah, I'm gonna try something. Okay, maybe I'm not. Oh, that's in. Oh, then if I go to YouTube, it's gonna be freaking slow and behind. I was gonna pop out chat, but I don't want to use. I'll stick to OBS. At least it keeps up. YouTube is usually about a minute or two behind or whatever. Because I was gonna make my chat bigger so I could read it better, but then I realized that's on YouTube side. No, I won't do that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that I don't know, Microsoft is finally starting to listen to people's complaints, and I think they have been for a while. But I don't have them. I don't know. I guess you guys put more faith in Windows than I do, but I really do not think Microsoft's really going to change anything in our favor. I just don't have any faith in them in them doing that. I think they're gonna keep the crappy old stuff they have and just I don't know. They need to make it have it so we have options. Turn it on or off. They are with everything else, but not with AI. I'm saying we have to use it. Well, we don't have to. I think the thing they've forgotten about is we live in America. We can do and say as we wish, but Microsoft is saying you will not have a choice about it. Now they're backing up their boat saying, well, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe this is a bad idea. Well, yeah, it's a bad idea. All the way around. There's nothing good about it. I'm sorry if that disappoints people for me saying that, but you are not going to see me have any faith in AI. It's just something I don't want to play ball with. Simply because I can't figure it out. It's just something my brain can't comprehend, and if I can't comprehend it, then screw it. I ain't gonna use it. Everybody says, oh, it's an easy peasy ABC. It's like, not for me, it isn't. You guys don't know how my brain works. It will not work with stuff like that. Maybe with you guys it can, but not with me. I've tried already. I've had other people try to get me to repeat the same thing they do into ChatGPT, and it doesn't come out. When I try it, it just doesn't work. They just don't. Then he said, I don't understand what the problem is. He went and tried it again, and it worked just fine. I went and did it. No. Question mark question. It didn't come up with anything, so he doesn't understand why that's happening. He said, that's the most dubious thing. I can do it, but when you try it, it doesn't work. Well, I told you it wouldn't. Well, yeah, you did. And now he believes me. There's quite a few people that I've shown that it won't work with me. They didn't believe me until I showed them. They're just sitting there scratching their head and like, why won't that work? It just doesn't. So, I've never had to use AI before. Why would I want to use it now? It just sounds like everything's getting done for you. Instead of you putting the work into it, AI is going to do it. And in some ways, I'd just rather use my own head. Come up with my own thoughts. Instead of what AIs want me to say or do. I'll do it on my own. Maybe suggestions on a couple of things, I might try it. But again, I've tried it and it doesn't work. Doesn't understand me. Yeah, William, you keep saying that. I'm just going to keep ignoring it. So why don't you stop saying that? Do us both a favor. I'm not going to pay attention to it. You might think I'm going to, but I'm not. So you can just stop while you're ahead. And you're going to say, someday I don't have a choice. I'm always going to have a choice, William. Always. I'm always going to have an option. And there always will be the option not to use it. And I'm choosing not to use it. So try remembering that. Tim. Yeah, if I were to get a modem, and I've already got a new modem from my ISP, it's not the best. But got up a lot earlier this morning than I wanted to again, so I was up. Well, I slept in a little bit. It's like 6:34 or 6:35. I was up this morning. Kind of laid in bed for another hour, just staring at the ceiling, and I got bored with that. So okay, I gotta get up. And once I'm up on my feet, standing upright, there's no me going back to bed. I'm up for the day. 8 more minutes, guys. You got anything else you want to say? Yeah, this AI stuff, there is always the option. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't, you don't. I'm just choosing not to use it. You guys are wrapped up into the latest and greatest stuff, and as Carrie says, don't do that. And a lot of people other at YouTube say don't do that. So I'm gonna probably try. I might try it again in a year or two. See what it's like then. See if it's improved any. But right now, this is just kind of its new stage, and I there's a lot of work they need to do with it. There's a lot of things I'd like to see them do with that they may or not do. So I just pen and paper will work for me. Come up with my own thoughts, write them down, and then figure it out from there. I don't see how AI is going to help me with that. It's just that it's going to do it for me. And I'm not one to have things done for me. I'd rather do it myself. But that's just me. I'm just old school. You want something done, you get out and do it yourself. Or get it yourself. That's how I was raised, and I'm going to stick to that. With a storage drive, Ken will send you my... Yeah, he said that he was going to do that. Yeah, he. Speaking of things like that, I need to order a few more. I need to get. I'm not sure what I need yet, but I know I'm starting to run low on a few things. I've got fans, I've got memory, I've got mechanical hard drives from laptops, 3.5 inch. I have a few solid state drives. I need to get a few more. Then I have NVMEs, which one of them's getting sent to you, John. I need to order a few more just in case something shows up where someone needs one. So, well, you ain't gonna take my last one, so no. I need to order 2 more of them so I have a few extra on hand. See, it will happen. Someone's gonna knock on my door. So my hard drive just died. You got another one? Not at the moment. I hate telling people that. And they get kind of pissy at me. So I thought you had, but well, yeah, I need to order a few more of these. The problem is, they're kind of expensive. But I just might have to bite the bullet and buy a few. Either that doesn't make sense. Oh dear. I'm checking on my. What? Didn't that record? I swore it did. Checking on something. Yeah, I did. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Didn't understand what I was reading there, but now I do. Read it twice and then I understand it. What was I gonna do? Oh yes. Go over here. Really? You're not gonna do anything with this one? Come on. Okay. Well, I'll try to. Probably gotta fail on me. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it works. I need to do some maintenance on my computer one of these days. I haven't done that for a couple of weeks. We need to keep up with that, otherwise things are going to quickly get out of hand. Unfortunately, they are getting more expensive by the it's. I think I had that in my Amazon. I think I have it in my Amazon list of things that I bought in the past. So I'll just go back and see what they are. If they're $100 some for this, then probably not. And that's why that one guy came to me and asked me, because everybody else is too expensive. He knows I like to give people a little bit of a break in the cost of it, but not by much. That's why he asked me, you wouldn't by any chance have one, would you? Like, not right now. Come back next week. which means I need to order a few. But with that, guys, it is 2:30. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here. And before you leave, hit the like button. It kind of alerts YouTube that these videos are being watched and that someone does like it. So they'll kind of start spreading me a little bit more over YouTube land, and hopefully more people will be aware that I'm out there. But from what I've heard, is the only one way that happens is if you hit the like button. And when you hit the like button, that kind of tells YouTube that these videos are liked, and so it'll start broadcasting them out there a little bit more and telling people that my videos are out there, which would be a good thing. I think I'm only up to 625 and subscribers. I'd like to get that a little higher someday, and it will someday, in its own way. Check your email in 3 minutes. Alrighty. Isn't too bad of a price. Oh dear. Bet you it's gonna kick me right off of YouTube, isn't it? Yeah, I could do without the heatsink though. I don't know if they're around anymore, Ski Man, but the well, wait a minute. I'm just looking at my returns and orders. Being that it signed me in, automatically you don't have any placed orders in the last 3 months. Well, orders in 2026, orders in 2025. I bet you it's not gonna help. Shoot. Really? And I'll have to figure this out later, but I'm trying to find the team group NP33's SSD PCI Gen 3x4 1 terabyte. That's what I'm trying to find, and I'm sure they're way beyond my price range by now. Well, where is all my... I'm not gonna bore you guys with this. Gonna get off here. I gotta go to the credit union. I got some things to straighten out there for someone's payment didn't go through. Someone was sending me a payment on something and it got declined. So I need to figure out why they're not accepting it. I think they have before. Now all of a sudden they say, well, we're declining it. Like, why? Well, we can't tell you over the phone. Then I'm going to come down to you. So here in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to get on the old two-wheeler and go over there and say, hey, what's going on here? I have his information. I have mine. We put them together and it should have went through, but for some reason their system is stopping it. And I need to figure out why. So with that, let's see, what is today? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will have a, well, shouldn't promise. No, yeah, I will. I'll have a live stream. I was thinking I was going to go out running out to do something tomorrow, but I think I can pull that off till later on. So will be a live stream tomorrow. I need to get back into uploads. I really do. I need to get back into uploads. I also need to work on my second channel, which will be my biking channel. And I need another, and Ken, you and I need to get together on this. Um, I need to have a logo or something made for the RTB or RT for Rick's Tech or Rick's Tech Pub. I'm not sure which would make more sense as far as what would make more sense. I know it's called Rick's Tech Pub, but um, I don't know. I think it might make more sense just to have RT. I don't know. I'm not intelligent enough to figure that out, so maybe the two of us might come up with something that'll work. Maybe we can ask Sonny to make a logo or something like he did with you. I don't know. I think he's got a better mind at doing that than both of us do. So we may have to reach out to him and say, "What would your crazy mind come up with?" And he'll come up with something. But yeah, we'll discuss that later. But for now, guys, I'm gonna go. Hope you all have a great day, great afternoon. Have fun, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now. Oh, when did you sneak in? Damn it! Would have said hi to you if I had known you were here. 150 ain't bad. All right, later, guys.